Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to look at this 4th edition gift box starter set from Magic the Gathering. These originally were released in 1995 by Wizards. They were $19.95, which is about $1, $2 more than the cost of 2 starter decks. But you also got 30 glass counters and a flannel bag to store those in, and this awesome gift box. I don't know how many people saved these as storage boxes, but I thought they were pretty good. They're a little sturdier than your average deck box. And you could put 2 decks plus some extra stuff in the top if you needed to. And over the years, I kept this 4th edition starter deck that was opened inside this box. I've got an extra 4th edition rulebook that looks like the back of a Magic card. That's pretty cool. And then I have a sealed 4th edition starter deck that I have not opened yet. And we're gonna save this for something on the channel when we hit some milestone or just feeling great. We'll open up that and take a look at the 4th edition cards inside. But to give you kind of a quick idea, sneak peek of what 4th edition starter decks look like, I do have this opened 4th edition starter deck with 60 cards in it. It's pretty close to original. I may have pulled out, if there were any good rares, I'd probably grab those. I may have pulled out some commons or uncommons for deck building. But for the most part, this is archival purposes, kind of like what was inside of a 4th edition starter deck. So in the 4th edition starters, the lands were on top, kind of in front. They usually had about 20 lands. They did reprint the 3 different artworks from the original Alpha Beta set. So those are some forests by Christopher Rush. These are some islands by Mark Poole. We have the different variations there. There's the mountains. The rares were also behind the basic lands in 4th edition. So those are 3 different mountains variations, and then let's do plains. Oh, there's some rares. Also rares. So plains, swamps. Kind of get the idea. So those are all basic lands. They were in the front. Then there was rares, and then the rule book, and then we'll just try to do that here. So there's the rares. Wait a minute, swamp. Okay, so rares. I don't really remember what they are, but I don't think they're awesome. And swamps. So there's basic lands. There's about 20 of those in the 4th edition starters. There's the rule book, and then something like that. Uncommons, I put these in alphabetical order just for archiving and storage, but they reprinted cards from Legends, the Dark, Antiquities as well. But you had Blackward, which was Alpha Beta Unlimited, Blight, Cursed Rack, Instill Energy, which is really good. We're playing around with that in Revised 40. Keldon Warlord with some awesome art there by Kev Brockschmidt. Life Force, Rod of Ruin. Steel Artifact is really good, especially in Alpha. Tanos' Weaponry. Benelish Hero. Those are, now we're getting into the commons. So the thing you'll notice about 4th edition, unlike Chronicles, they did not reprint the expansion symbol down here. So it's just this frame. I like also how 4th edition and Chronicles, the frames match. So I've been getting into making some decks that use just 4th edition and Chronicles cards, because then all the frames are identical and they look like they're from the same set, even though they're from multiple sets, and they're reprinted from the old original black bordered sets. So we have the commons also in alphabetical order, just how we stored them. Benelish Hero, Bog Imp, which is from the Dark, Circle of Protection Green, Circle of Protection White, Drain Life, Drudge Skeletons, Dwarven Warriors, Fire Breathing, Flight, Flood, Tap target creature without flying, Giant Spider, blocks flying creatures, Giant Strength, Gives target creature +2/+2. Grapeshot Catapult by Dan Frazier. Hill Giant, also by Dan Frazier. Holy Armor. Hurloon Minotaur. Land Leeches. Marsh Viper. Pearled Unicorn. Samite Healer. Shatter. Stone Rain. Terror. Buries non-black non-artifact creature. Destroys all enchantments. Tranquility. Tundra Wolves, one of our favorite cards from Legends. And Unholy Strength. Alpha Beta Unlimited. So those are commons from the 4th edition set. Price-wise, they're not super expensive. And the 4th edition set is just massive. It's like a couple hundred cards. We have this rule book that comes in the deck, and then the 3 rares. The first rare that we saved or kept was Deathlace, which is an interrupt, and it changes the color of a target spell or target permanent to black for 1 black. We also have a Pure Lace, very similar to Deathlace, and this Pure Lace changes the color of target spell or permanent to white. So not the best rares, but there were 3 rares in 4th edition, and the last rare that we saved was Nightmare, which we've seen before. We've got a theme going. We kept that in our revised edition starter, and Unlimited, I think we also had Nightmare. So we sort of saved these for archival just to give us an example of what cards were in the decks. This one is a flying creature for 5 colorless and a black, and it has power and toughness equal to the number of swamps its controller controls. So I guess you could make a fun like Nightmare Pestilence and like Plague Rats deck. So your Plague Rats get power and toughness equal to the number of Plague Rats you have in play, and then your Nightmare is equal to the number of swamps you have in play, and you kind of just grow your deck that way. But that is the 4th edition starter deck. Stay tuned. I think we also have a box of 4th edition cards that we use to make decks out of, for old school decks particularly. So I'll maybe cover that in another video and kind of show you what we can make with all the 4th edition cards. But appreciate you watching these videos. The last video on the revised gift box and starter deck, if you want to watch that, you can go check those out. Stay tuned. We've also got some more pack openings coming up on the channel. So very exciting stuff. Hope you're having a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, everyone.